A company is essentially a cybernetic collective of people and machines. That's what a company is. And Google plus the older humans that connect to it are one giant cybernetic collective. This is also true of Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all these social networks. They're giant cybernetic collectives. I tried to convince people to slow down. This was futile. I tried for years.
This seems like a scene in a movie where the robots are going to fucking take over and you're freaking me out. Nobody listened.
Nobody listened.
No one. Are people more inclined to listen today? It seems like an issue that's brought up more often over the last few years than it was maybe 5-10 years ago. It seemed like science fiction.
Maybe they will. So far they haven't.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wee, wah. Some say more than 75% of remaining staff at Twitter has quit. Another source says that Elon Musk is literally running Twitter with 50 people right now, which begs the question, what in the absolute heck was 7,000 people plus 4,000 contractors actually doing? The media, of course, inflating this. Oh, it's the end of Twitter. Oh, we're witnessing the end of an era. As if this doesn't happen every time you have a massive corporate takeover. Of course, remember that Twitter was losing $120 million a month, losing $4 million a day. Okay. Elon didn't buy Twitter to lose money. Now, did he expect quite the number of people to resign yesterday that did resign? I don't know, but I do know that he doesn't care, and that people have no idea the force multiplier that having a small team of highly motivated, hardworking people can have, and then the force demultiplier, such as the negative force multiplier, having lazy bums sitting right next to them and getting paid the same as them. If you've ever worked a job, and you don't have to work in the tech industry to know what I'm talking about, that's what Elon's taking care of. And we're going to get into the story after a super quick word from this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, it's 2022 going on 2023. If you don't have a VPN, you're missing out on a ton of benefits. Not just a more secure connection, but if you're paying for Netflix, Disney Plus, or any other streaming service, you're already getting locked out of a ton of additional content that you could be enjoying if you used a VPN. And since they've been sponsoring the channel so long, they've rolled out a massive discount for my viewers. That's right, 84% off plus 4 months free. It's $2.03 a month, 4 months free, 84% off. Private Internet Access also offers privacy on all your devices, lightning fast global server network. And look, outside of all the additional content you're going to be able to view out there using Private Internet Access, it also has a strict no logs policy. It's open source. It has state-of-the-art updates. It's instant to set up. You can put it on all of your devices, your tablet, your computer, your mobile phones. It has unlimited bandwidth and so much more. If you don't have a VPN yet, make today the day. Use my link in the description to get Private Internet Access, start being more secure, and unlock loads more content. Now, as we know, or as you may know, yesterday was the deadline for work hard or get fired. Now, I've seen some videos of like 3 or 4 Twitter people quitting. I've seen a couple tweets. My number in my head was around 500 or so that may have said, it's time, I'm just going to take off for the holidays, which again, I will say, very, very bad idea. That, I mean, again, some of these people might be independently wealthy. I have no idea if they made millions working at Twitter and they're just like, oh, I'm cool. I'm cool for the next 6-8 months. But like, if you look at the actual economy in terms of like developers and things of that nature, first of all, you're fighting with overseas workers, which will go work hardcore for you. Okay. Secondly, you're fighting with an industry-wide pullback, much like the .com bubble burst back in the 90s. Facebook laying off tens of thousands of people, Patreon, Stripe, all these major tech companies going through layoffs. And I don't think that's getting better for the next 2 years minimum. Elon Musk orders all coders to show up at Twitter headquarters Friday afternoon after data suggests 1,000 to 1,200 employees have resigned. Now, you had this situation where first they had like 7,500. Then they fired half of them, which left them with, let's say, 3,500 employees or something like that. If 1,000 of those quit, they still have 2,000 employees. Like, what are they doing? 2,000 plus employees. Also, Elon has redundancies between SpaceX and Tesla that he can incorporate with Twitter. It's like people have no idea. It's like they've never even run a lemonade stand. That's how little people understand about business. Elon Musk sent an email this morning at 9 a.m. asking anyone who actually writes software to meet him at Twitter offices at 2 p.m. today amid a wave of departures at the company following a Thursday deadline. According to a source at Twitter, preliminary data at the company indicates that between 1,000 and 1,200 Twitter employees opted to get terminated on Thursday's deadline. On a form that required employees to affirm their intention to keep working at Twitter, employees that did not click yes were effectively deemed to have resigned. I think it'll be funny when these people go and in the tech climate that exists now, and when they go and apply for a job and they have to tell them, yeah, I told Elon Musk that I didn't want to work hard, but can I get paid a bunch of money by you? It's unclear exactly how many remain at Twitter. Well, I think even if we take the high set, even if we go to 1,500, that means there's at least 2,300 employees. That's still a lot. Before doing so, please, and he sent the email summoning developers. Before doing so, please email me a bullet point summary of what your code commits have achieved in the last 6 months, along with up to 10 screenshots of the most salient lines of code. About 20 minutes after the first email, Musk sent a follow-up to address remote workers. He directed them to email the request below and that he will perform a short technical interview over video. Only those who cannot physically get to Twitter HQ or have family emergencies are excused. Does this sound like the decisions of somebody who's panicked about having 1,200 employees leave? Or does it sound like somebody who's looking to fire more? This is what I'm saying. Like, yes, I know I'm an Elon fanboy, but does this sound like he's looking to panic and freak out? Or does it sound like he's like, wait a minute, there's still more to go? Then several minutes after a second email, Musk sent a third email asking employees to fly to San Francisco to be present if they can. Well, I will be at Twitter HQ until midnight and then back again tomorrow morning, Musk wrote. Dang, he wants to meet people. I mean, what's wrong with that? I don't really understand. The idea that this is like panicking, I think he's looking to cut more people is what I think he's doing. You see, now Elon is allowing workers to work remotely if managers assert they're making an excellent contribution. Twitter employees said that they were surprised by the large number of colleagues who accepted severance rather than sign a pledge to work harder. I mean, right? I'm surprised too. And a lot of people are like, yeah, but he's asking them to work extra hours and not pay them for it. They're probably salaried. And as we've seen through various, secret videos from PV, some of these clowns were working like 6 hours a week. So they've banked up. They owe plenty back to the company, it seems like. I mean, all these people are like freaking out. I'm telling you that this is on purpose. He wants to cut even more. I believe what Elon Musk wants to do is make Twitter do something like the impossible. Walk into Twitter and make it profitable in a month. I bet you that's what he's trying to do. Now, salary is obviously only one leverage point. You can either reduce costs, which he's doing very quickly, but you must also increase or sustain profits. So I implore Elon to roll out video, because you would have trillions of impressions available almost immediately. Now, the server space is an additional cost, this and that. I don't know what the available inventory is, but I can tell you everybody buying ads on YouTube videos would be happy to put their ads on Twitter videos. There's literally no difference. YouTube ads, unless they're like a direct ad read like I do, are super low value. But if you have the YouTuber read the ad or whatever, okay. But there's still plenty of people running ads on YouTube, and they'll run them on Twitter. It's Christmas. It's the holidays buy season. Like, if he could roll this out in November, he could still get a taste of that delicious end of the year ad spend. And he'd have more creators putting content on his platform. And you see, even Billy says, apparently many more employees at Twitter are deciding to take the money and run rather than work long hours with less perks to try and save a dying company, which is, I think, pretty expected. Again, what? Dying company? You're joking, right? Like, you have no idea. I talked to Grums. He replied to my tweet about employees. He talked about the insane amount of bloat at Blizzard when he worked there at World of Warcraft that they were serving. He was serving like, here. I want to show you, because shout out to Mark Kern. Where is it? I want to actually show you, because he replied to my thread. Actually, it's Grums, right? He's always a great follow too. There he is. He was on the original WoW production team. He replied to, I said, Twitter needs less than 500 employees to run. All these chicken littles and journalists on Twitter pretending that Elon doesn't know that are either tragically stupid or lying, likely both. To which Grums replied, the amount of bloat at most web companies is shocking. At Blizzard, we ran hugely intensive services, MMOs, pound servers, and databases more than web, and in real time, serving millions with a staff of 24 talented, hardworking people. 24 people. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have all the left-wing media, all Twitter officers close, as hundreds of employees resign. Here's what's hilarious, okay? This is, and I 100% believe this. Musk is now running Twitter with less than 50 key employees, down from 7,500 at its peak. Quote, everything is normal. We may be profitable soon, he says. Quote, I have no idea actually how 7,500 people found something to do in this company. We asked them a bunch of times and they couldn't even name any specific daily tasks. This thread is a joke. But like, you know, I think that the idea that Elon is you know, working with 50 less, I'd be willing to bet he's got like maybe 100 people he trusts in the room, and that's who he's going to be interviewing. You know, that's who he's going to be running these developers. I'm telling you, he's looking to cut more people today, not save people and bring them back. I just don't believe that. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. Obviously, if you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel because I'll be covering it all day long. And make sure you check out Private Internet Access. It's an important channel sponsor. If you don't have a VPN yet, the value is immense if you use streaming services and all this type of thing. And the discount is the biggest discount they've ever given. So check that out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll talk to you again real soon.